Hey everybody, this is Amar Shaker with Redline Auto Show. You guys, I'm here today to make this video on this brand new 2019 Ram 3500. Some of you may or may not know that I do the commercial sales over here at Hayes Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and what we call the business link division of FCA. Chassis cabs and the work trucks, the flatbeds, and all kinds of stuff, including the Ram ProMaster vans. Now these have given us great success with regards to the commercial vehicles, and of course you got the chassis cabs, where it could be a box truck, it could be a rollback, snatcher, wrecker, all that kind of stuff. But the most we sell is what we call Hotshot. Hotshot business is basically they hook on a 40-foot trailer to a Ram 3500 and they run them, guys. And from what I understand, I'm not in the business, but from my customers, I know that they're pulling about at least $3,500 a week with one of these things. And lucky for us, what we've got is a Hotshot Spec truck. So basically what they require is or usually what they prefer is a Ram 3500 with the fifth wheel gooseneck prep group, 410 axle ratios, the high output motor with the ace and transmission 4x4. So this is the basic requirement for a Hotshot truck, and that's exactly what we've got over here. So let me turn the camera around and show you more. Alright, so let me start off with the front. Of course, you must have watched the other videos, and from the reveal, the whole front end is brand new. As you can see, this is a basic work truck, and that's why it's got the black grille and the black bumpers with the steel wheels. So this is not the fancy one that you've gotten to see all over the media, but this is the real work truck. Now when I say this is money-making machine, it truly is, because I probably sold about 160 plus of these Ram 3500s only in the whole of last year. And I have people like with a fleet of like 30-40 trucks that all they do is Hotshot business. Now that seems to be very successful. Of course, these Ram ProMaster vans are equally successful in what is called the expedited shipping business. But both of these products, guys, we sell a lot of, and I'm so glad the first one to arrive in the 2019 is the Hotshot Spec. And like I said, it is the 2019, so just giving you a side shot of the front end, because everything that's changed is from here forward. From here back, basically on the exterior, it is very similar to what the 2018 was. So really, I don't think there was a need to change any of that, is because we had so much success with these Ram 3500s. And let me walk around and open up the tailgate, show you what I'm talking about. Of course, the Ram 3500 comes with the leaf springs. You can get a shot under the wheel well. These are dual wheels, and that's what the Hotshot truck guys need. These lights have changed. They've gone to LED kind of light, but the placement is very similar. And let's talk about the important stuff. The tailgate is new. I think they changed the design on the tailgate, but otherwise it's basically a truck tailgate. There's nothing much fancy about it. This is not a fancy truck, but it is a work truck. And you've got what you need exactly. This is the fifth wheel prep group, and from my you have a 7-pin connector right here. You got some tie down points, the LED bed lamps. This one's got the spray and bed liner. So what happens, most of my guys who I sell to, they use a gooseneck trailer, and the gooseneck kit is just a drop in. So you just drop the ball in there, and you get two hooks that you can put into these two spots, lock them in, and that's all. You're good, ready to go. And I'll show you on the inside, there's these plastic covers that go on here if you're not using the fifth wheel or the gooseneck. The fifth wheel is a more elaborate setup where you could drop it around these 4 points and anchor them, and then you get the whole fifth wheel attachment right there. But the gooseneck is pretty simple. Just drop the ball in there and the two hooks on the two corners, and you're good to go. Down here you have the sensors. Now the nice thing is that they have it on a separate trim over here and did not drill into the metal bumper. So before I go on the inside, I'd like to show you about this trailer tow mirrors. Now they are a carryover from the previous version. Nothing really new about it, but what it does is it kind of flips up. You could do this, and if you have a trailer hooked up, a big box trailer or something, you can just flip it up and increases the visibility. Coming to the door panels, very similar. There were no problems with the previous generation, and I see that they carried it over. Plenty of organizing space. You could put some bottles in here, paperwork. But what has changed is this dash. The dashboard is completely new, and there are some added features that we could talk about. And this one's equipped with the automatic headlamps, the dimmer switch. This is your park, brake, and release. That's the release for the hood. This one's got the Ram work grade vinyl seats. Let's go to the back over here. Again, as far as the cabin, it's exactly same. This being the work truck, it doesn't have the storage bins right here, but again the back seats are vinyl, and you get all the storage space down here. And this is where you got the like I said, these are the covers for the holes for the fifth wheel and gooseneck prep. This is the front license plate holder, and the hitch reducer right here. So if you had a 2-inch hitch, you could just stick this in there and put that hitch. Of course, you get all this storage space for your tools or whatever it may be. Again, this is pretty similar. Cup holders over here, and you got the AC vents, a little storage cubby right here. I'm sure the higher trim levels have different options over there, but this being the work truck, it's pretty basic. You still got the air. The reason these guys like the crew cab is a lot of people convert the back as a sleeper. I think there's a kit available where you can take these door panels off and get a longer sleeper. Some people take the passenger seat off and put a sleeper that way, and they could take this seat off and put a cooler, whatever works, guys. But 1,000 pound-feet, guys, so that is awesome. I mean, we had no complaints about the outgoing diesel motor, but this one is just something else. Of course, it's lighter because of the graphite iron block. Let me there you go, guys. That is it. Now this truck is equipped with the dual battery system, so you got a battery right here, and then you've got another battery right here, and this is perfect, guys. This is the money-making machine. So let's jump in the cabin, take it for a test drive, and let's see how it drives. Alright, guys, so we are on the inside now, and Let me show you through the dashboard real quick. Now this is like I said, all new for 2019. It has a nice storage cubby. On the higher trim levels it would have a covering right here, but I think in this trim level it makes sense to keep it open because you could just you know, store your stuff over there. And of course you have the glove compartment, some more storage space down here. Let me show you. It's pretty deep, and you got some coin holders. This of course does not have the optional electronic shifter for the 4x4. I guess if that was there, it would be here, and this space would have been open. This got the manual shifter. You got a full USB stack right there, including the Type C and the aux inputs. Here is your trailer brake controller and your exhaust brakes. So you can let me show you, trying to get everything in a scene, but no, when you turn it on, it could be full exhaust brake or automatic exhaust brake, or turn it off. So basically you could leave it on full exhaust brake or automatic exhaust. Right here is very similar, your voice commands and your Bluetooth phone pickup hang up button. These 4 arrow keys are for this center screen information cluster, so you can have it on speed. Go up to screen setup, where on the top left you can see it has the gear indicator. You can change that up, and the top right it shows the compass. You can change that up. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So upper right, if you want to change to, let's say, outside temperature or time or range to empty, so on and so forth. So you can do that. Similarly on the top left it could be changed too. So let's just go back out of this, go up, and then this is vehicle messages. So if the washer fluid's out or your headlamp's not working, that kind of information will show up over there. This is your audio information, so you shows the song, artist, so on and so forth. And then your trailer tow, in terms of your trailer trip, your trip information. So you got trip A and trip B. This is your vehicle information, so you can keep an eye on your gas mileage, your fuel economy, and go back. And this is your vehicle information, so you got your battery voltage, your gauge summary, idle drive hours, and air pressure, so on and so forth. And go back up and get to the speedometer again. Like I showed you, this is your controls for the headlamps. It's automatic, and then these are your mirror controls. So the mirrors on the inside are power and the outside are manual. Alright guys, you all ready for it? Let me buckle up real quick. Now this engine in itself is much quieter than the outgoing model. Like, you know, that when I did the previous shot, the camera was in the engine compartment and it was quiet. So I just can't tell you how quiet it is on the inside. Like it is crazy quiet. I drove this already. This is not my first drive. I did take it for a spin, but I gotta tell you guys that this thing is quiet. Now this is the base trim level. Like I said, it's got the vinyl flooring, but even in the vinyl flooring it's very cushy, and it used to be this way in the previous model, but I don't know if it was this much. So it could just be that they increased the quantity of material that goes into sound deadening or vibrations, or you know, that kind of stuff to reduce the noise, vibration, harshness in the cabin. But guys, this thing is quiet, and of course it's got the 1,000 pound-feet of torque, and this thing will spin wheels all day long, guys. It just got to let the turbo spool, and once that's done, it's a monster. Let me just get onto the freeway over here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This thing will get up and go. like I said, I have guys who have 40-foot trailers hooked up to these things, and actually there's one of my very good customers. He got like about 30 of these Hotshot trucks, and in the previous model, then we started ordering speed restrictions because he couldn't control his drivers, and the drivers told him that, you know, they just didn't realize it was doing 80 miles an hour. They just didn't know that the trailer was back there, and that is really dangerous, guys. If you're driving with about 30,000 pounds on the trailer at 80 miles an hour, that's a lot. So we started ordering trucks with the speed restriction, which is an option. But like I said, check this out, guys. This thing will fly. Some traffic here, but let me see if I can get it up. Yeah, it's plenty of get up and go in this thing. I don't know if you can hear the cabin noise, but it's quiet in here, guys. Something happened here, so I'm just gonna move over. But once I get the clear path, I'm gonna try and let's check out the fuel economy while we're doing this. Alright, let me reset it. There you go. Of course, it's not going to be very accurate because the engine's not really broke in, and but give us some idea as far as the fuel economy numbers. I'm sorry, guys, there's a lot of traffic here. I'm not able to really get on it, but you got to test drive one of these to really know what I'm talking about. 1,000 pound feet is a pretty substantial number, and like I said, it was already a pretty awesome truck that we sold a lot of, and these subtle improvements just to the basic work truck too, kind of, I think, just makes it better. And I think we're going to sell a lot of these things. Again, guys, I'm trying to get the best shot possible over here, trying to get the best of this this drive. It's quiet. I can't even tell I'm driving a diesel. I mean, that was the case even with the older motor, but this one's just so much quieter. And I did not show you the backup camera, but I will in a minute. Up here you have your sunglasses holder and just some reading lamps. Again, pretty basic as far as interior is concerned. The seats are pretty comfortable, guys. It has minimum range of motion in terms of adjustability, but I think they're pretty comfortable. Even though it's got the vinyl seats, it's not too slippery like you would imagine. It's still grippy. It's like I'm not slipping off my seat, or not sliding around. So it's got certain level of a grip to it, so that makes it comfortable. Again, this is the work grade vinyl, so it's kind of resistant to sweat and any kind of grease and stuff like that. So that's really nice. This of course is a seat if you did lift it up, but again, in this application I don't see that really being a passenger vehicle. But if you did need to carry some more people, it is possible. Alright, let me try and get it on here. Yeah, I don't have enough road, guys, but like I said, this is a money making machine, I promise you. I have guys who come back every 2 or 3 months wanting another to add to their fleet, you know. Let me turn on the exhaust brake and try and show you what it does. It's not got enough load on it for it to really make a significant difference, but you could probably hear what I'm saying. This van had to pull in front of me, but as you saw, guys, it just needs the turbo to spool up and get rid of the turbo lag, and once that's done, the thing gets up and goes, man. That's incredible what this thing is capable of. This ProMaster van. I'm just making a loop, guys, and for those of you who are curious, we are here in Lawrenceville, Georgia, and we got this little airfield. It's pretty little busy airport right here, and close to it, it's about a mile and a half from our dealership. And close to it, we have a little holding lot where we keep a lot of our heavy-duty inventory. And I'm just going to be passing by it. I'll give you a quick shot of what we've got going on there. But yeah, this is we call it the Briscoe Airfield, and it's a Gwinnett County Airport. And this on the left is our little holding lot right here. This is where we keep a lot of our heavy duty inventory. Couple of chassis with flatbeds right there. Man, these 2019 Ram Limiteds and Longhorns, we can't hold these things. We sell so many of them, it's just crazy. There's a Laramie with a sport appearance. There's a 2018 Dually regular cab 45 or 5500 silver one back there. Chassis, there's a ProMaster van. Got a lot of trucks. These are some chassis right here. Another ProMaster. This is skirted gooseneck, so this could be used too for hot-shotting business. It's got a gooseneck ball and plenty of toolboxes all around, so it gives plenty of space to put the straps and whatnot. But that is a Ram 5500. Just thought I'd give you a quick shot of this little holding lot, and let's head back to the dealership. The turning radius, guys, I don't know if this could be any kind of judgment, but it's crazy tight, these things. You got to drive it to know. Just go out there, go to your local dealership, take one for a spin, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Alright guys, we're heading back to the dealership. Once we get back to the dealership, I'll give you a quick shot of the window sticker. So you get an idea of the pricing and stuff. Pricing's pretty aggressive again, compared to the competition. Apples to apples, I think we're about 10 to 15% lower. And the other thing we've got going on is we've got some aggressive commercial financing options from Chrysler Capital, and they're pretty easy to get done in terms of financing, and also the terms are pretty easy. There are options like track leasing, which is an open-ended lease, company financing or financing of business names. That's how we do it. That's how guys have like 20-30 trucks in their name, and it's not on their personal credit, and that lets them use their personal credit for their personal requirements, like buying houses or buying personal cars and stuff. So financing, we've got one of the best finance departments here, and like I said, for somebody who, if you're just looking for something to do and work for yourself, this is an amazing option of getting into the Hotshot business. You can do your research online and you can see, like, I don't know much about the business. All I know is what my customers tell me, and so that's what I understand is pretty awesome what they're doing and making. I think they net about 5-6 grand a month easy on each unit. That's what they tell me. That's after all the expenses. And for such a small investment, that's a great return. And these comments last forever. Again, this is our back lot. We've got like about 300-400 vehicles back here. Some more chassis, and that's basically our body shop. Okay, and a Longhorn. Telling you guys, the Longhorn, that's the sold lane, so those trucks are basically sold. The Longhorns and the Limiteds are crazy. I mean, it's just that we can't afford these things. Yep, the lowest trim level we seem to sell is the Bighorn. So, guys, I'm going to back up over here, so let me show you how the backup camera looks. Of course, you got this zoom feature that you just press plus and goes into where the hitch would be, and it zooms in, making backing up into a trailer really easy. So let's do this. Just gonna leave it across like this, show off the new truck. All right, let me jump out and show you all the window sticker real quick. Here you go, guys. So this is the window sticker for the truck. So basically a true tradesman crew cab long box. It's got the high output motor with the async transmission. Those are all your standard features. And so this has got the 32-gallon fuel tank, which is nice. And it's got the locking tailgate, so basically when you lock the truck, it locks the tailgate as well. And the class 5 receiver hitch, 7-pin, all that I showed you. And in the options, got the transfer case split skid plate, the 5th gooseneck, which I showed you, the 220 amp alternator. That's what gives you the dual batteries, LED bed lighting, dual rear wheels, and the clearance lamps, and so on and so forth. So trailer brake controller, spray and bed liner, stickered at $58,145. I think that's a pretty aggressive price. And of course it comes with the 5-year 100,000 mile warranty. Because it's a diesel, you got the 3-year 36 for the bumper to bumper. And the fuel economy is not rated, is because it's a commercial vehicle. But let me just put the sticker in place. Alright guys, so that is about it. Like I said, this is a money making machine, guys. And if you have any questions, concerns, or comments, please leave them below. I can also give you my phone number if you have any questions about any of these trucks. It'd be my pleasure to talk to you about it. Like I said, I love my products, kind of try and keep up with what's happening in terms of product knowledge. And yeah, I don't care where you are. If you had any questions, feel free to give me a call. My cell phone number is 678-267-6597. Again, this is Amit with Redline Auto Show, and thanks for watching, guys. You know what you got to do if you want to keep up with these videos: subscribe, share, and all that good stuff. But call me 678-267-6597. Thanks.